If Lucina reminds you of future Trunks, it's not just the role in the story parallels. Apparently, Lucina's voice actor also voices Kid Trunks in DBZ, which, like, the moment I found that out, suddenly I can just, like, hear it like this now. But who do we feel like is overall a better written character? Like Lucina in Fire Emblem Awakening or future Trunks in DBZ? Both of them are time travelers who go back in time from a ruined future. They have a big thing of like hope about them. Both of them are kind of like resisting a dark fate, but I think Lucina's is a lot more about fighting like a fated thing. I feel like we see Lucina in her case, people are a bit more amenable to her suggestions of how to avoid the future. She's able to influence a lot more actions versus Trunks. He has to fight very stubborn and proud characters like Vegeta, who often don't take his warnings, and a lot of things can also kind of like seem like they want to go down a certain path. And both of them have to kind of contend with the reality of what if their intervention made things worse. Both of them were followed back in time by the main antagonist. Although Cell kind of killed a different alternate version of future Trunks, but still Cell followed him back into the timeline, and then Grima followed Lucina back into the timeline. Overall, I feel like Trunks' relationship with Vegeta is a lot more interesting than Lucina's relationship with Chrom. I do like how Chrom like sometimes stands on his values even after hearing Lucina's warnings. I think that's good for Chrom's character and convictions and determination to find another way. But in the overall context of the story of Awakening, it can come across kind of like childish or poorly written or overly idealistic just because the story doesn't feel like it runs on logic, it runs on friendship sometimes. But at the same time, I feel like Trunks doesn't really. Frankly, he ends up being less competent than Lucina overall. I feel like Lucina is very strong in the Awakening verse overall. Versus Trunks, I feel like, yes, he's strong when he joins before people are Super Saiyan. But once they start handing out Super Saiyan and stuff, like, his battle IQ is actually kind of low. Like, he can't do all that much. And I feel like the ending of his story of just going back to his timeline is kind of anticlimactic. I think Awakening actually took a better route and just killing Grima, and that's the end of the story, hooray. And leaving Lucina's future up to interpretation or a possible sequel, please. But overall, let me know what you think. Who's your favorite time traveling swordsman?